Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians. I did a live session earlier on morning routines, and I'm quite passionate about this. So I thought I'd do a quick video and just try to sum up some of my key messages. Um, Curious to know what your morning routine is, and I'll share with you what I do currently. So a little bit of context. I've not always had a morning routine. I've had one now for 2-3 years, and it works beautifully for me. However, prior to that, I'm thinking back to when I was living in Canada. My morning routine, and at that time I thought it was quite a perfect morning routine. I used to wake up at 6:30 every morning, just enough time to get ready, get in the car to make it to that last train that was leaving for downtown Toronto. And it worked great for me. I'd wake up 6:30 on the dot every day. Invariably, somehow, I was always rushing to make it to make that train. But I always felt like I was in this cloud of laziness. Okay, I felt like the day took control. I did not have that me time, and that's the spare time that you're looking for is something you're going to get only in the evening when you're tired from the day, and all you're going to do is sit in front of the TV. So you're really not doing anything productive with yourself. Now, fast forward a few years, and this is when I was living in Singapore. I got into cycling, and in Singapore, when you're going to cycle, you have to do it first thing in the morning because it's just way too hot. So I used to get out of bed at 4:45 in the morning so that I could leave home by 5 to meet the cycling group. And I used to do that 2-3 times a week, and it felt so good to wake up and the first thing you would do is something for yourself. Your day would just be amazing after that. And given how good I felt doing it, I thought, well, why not just do it every single day? And so I tried that for a little bit. I started waking up at 5:30 on days that I wasn't cycling, and again, felt amazing. And then I started just having a morning routine of waking up at 5 o'clock. Now, I don't cycle every day, and I don't necessarily exercise every morning that when I wake up. There's a list of 5-6 things that I try and accomplish first thing in the morning, and I don't do all of it. I'll pick one or two of them, and it's meditation, it's exercising, it's reading, it's journaling maybe, or sometimes it's putting together a to-do list. Right, when I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed at work or even at home, and I need to jot down things that I need to take care of. It's quite rewarding just to put pen to paper and create that list, just to organize your thoughts. So those are a few things I do, and it's worked really, really well for me. One thing I try not to do, and it's a bit hit and miss, to be honest, is not to pick up your phone first thing in the morning. Whenever I pick it up, invariably there'll be a news article that I read, there'll be a message that I got overnight or an email that I got overnight, and it doesn't have to be a bad message or a negative message, but it just gets you thinking about something else, right? And this is the time you really need to focus on yourself. So I try to keep the phone aside and do whatever I need to do for an hour. Nowadays with COVID and everyone at home, I find I have 2 hours, but I never change my routine because I don't want to move away from waking up at 5 o'clock. And so yeah, I always feel like I have control over the day, right? And to start the day with that discipline of getting up, getting something accomplished, and checking that off your to-do list, just feels really good, right? So I highly recommend you think about your morning routine, and it doesn't have to be one of these 5 things that you have to do in the morning. During the live session that I had yesterday, someone talked about getting up in the morning and having a cup of tea and just reflecting. That works too, right? As long as you're reflecting and you have positive thoughts, as opposed to thinking negatively about something that may have happened. Just try and stay positive, stay in the zone, and yeah, that could be a perfect thing to do first thing in the morning. Whatever works for you, and it doesn't have to be every single day. Try to make it as often as possible. I certainly give myself a break every now and then. Just feel like sleeping in, and there's nothing wrong with it because you're going to bounce back. Because you have that discipline to wake up at a certain hour. All right. So I hope you find that useful. Any questions, please let me know. And thank you for listening.